welcome back to a new video here on the channel. This is going to be a sort of a combo video today of a couple of manga that I finished. And, well, one is a light novel. I'll say that. I'll start off by saying that. One is a light novel. The other is a very beloved manga that a lot of people love, as obvious the beloved manga. I'll get into that next. The light novel we're going to be talking about today is The Alchemist Who Survived Now Dreams of a Quiet City Life. This is from Usada no Nahara. And this is put out by, this is illustrated by Ox, and this is Yen On. This story follows a young alchemist named Mariella who was an apprentice for another alchemist, a very powerful alchemist. And in Mariella's time, alchemists were sort of considered, they were like a dime a dozen, essentially. Like, you couldn't throw a stone without it landing somewhere near an alchemist or an alchemy shop, an apothecary. And then something happened. There was a stampede, and Mariella was a part of it. Her master, I guess, got caught up in it, and she ended up falling asleep for 200 years, and she wakes up, and everything is completely different. Nothing is how she remembers it, so she pretty much has to start from sort of square one, essentially. She starts a new life. She goes to the city where 200 years ago it was, bustling and busy city, and now it's sort of run down, and well, parts of it are run down. So she kind of has to make a new life, and now she's probably the only alchemist in the city, so she has to, or one of only a couple within the city that she is in, so she has to sort of, she decides to make an apothecary, and it's basically her story of kind of her getting back up on her feet. At least the first book is. Now, I wasn't going to pick this up when I first saw it, because I kind of, once I got into manga, I only wanted to read like manga style books, but I picked this up and I just couldn't resist getting it. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. Absolutely enjoyed it. I want to find the next installment of this and read it. So the little caption on the back says, "A girl out of time, a fish out of water. Alchemists used to be a dime a dozen in the kingdom of Andalcia, so Mariella was never particularly special, but her skills were put to the test one fateful day when a horde of monsters came stampeding through the nearby forest. In a desperate attempt to escape the horror, the young alchemist put herself in a state of suspended animation that lasted a little longer than she'd planned. An entire 200 years. Needless to say, there have been some big changes. The biggest of all, Mariella is now the sole alchemist in the entire kingdom. Her one wish in this strange new environment is to get back to her quiet, leisurely, low-key lifestyle." And if you read the book, she kind of goes through a lot of stuff to get back on the path to get to a quiet, low-key life. She ends up opening up her own apothecary to sell potions and stuff to people. So it's very good. I would highly recommend it if you're into the fantasy genre of manga and stuff like that. And then the second manga I want to talk about kind of took me a long to get into, kind of took me a long while to finish the first two books, and I don't know if I'm going to start the third book at all. And that, you probably know by now, if I've titled this video the way I think I'm going to title it. That's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. From Hariohiko Araki. This is part 1, Phantom Blood. So I felt like I had to drag myself to read the first two books in Phantom Blood. Not because I didn't like it. It's just I go through this thing where I read a shit ton of stuff, a shit ton of books and manga, and then I just, for whatever reason, stop and just lose all motivation to read anything. And then I kind of get the motivation back again. I'm like, all right, let's do it, let's read, let's power through it, and then I just lose it again. So it's not that Phantom Blood is horrible or anything. I definitely think it's a little overhyped. The artwork is good though. I like the artwork in it. It's has some good stuff. It definitely has that 90s appeal to it, because I think that's when it originally came out, is during the 90s. And then I guess it just got so popular again that they decided to reprint the whole series, I guess. I don't know, maybe somebody who knows more about JoJo's can explain to me exactly how that happened. But I definitely do think it's a good manga. Not really 100% my kind of manga. Gonna put that out there. I'm probably gonna get harpooned for that opinion on the internet, saying that JoJo's is not as good as people think it is probably a bad opinion, but it is my opinion nonetheless. It's definitely good. It is definitely silly in some areas. It is definitely interesting. I don't think there is any other manga that I've read quite as interesting as JoJo's. Now, again, I'm probably going to get people with pitchforks and torches trying to hunt me down for my opinion on JoJo's. But I don't know. I'm really hoping that the people who see this video understand that my opinion of JoJo's is just that, my opinion. You are entitled to think that JoJo's is the best thing since toast. I don't care, but I personally think that JoJo's, it's alright. It's okay. Am I gonna go out and start cosplaying as one of the characters? No. Am I going to want to absorb every last thing that is JoJo's related? Probably not. But, you know, for what it is, it's good. It's a silly sort of, it's a silly manga, and for that reason I do like it. It's, you know, I like the art on the cover art on the hardcover novels, the hardcover books, and I really enjoyed, like, in the first, I'm not going to show that page, in the first few pages in the prologue, how they have it colored, fully colored for a few pages. I did enjoy that, although I did find the orange and the red and the yellow backing for the speech bubbles. I found that to be a little hard to read, a little sort of in-your-facey kind of thing, but again, I did enjoy JoJo's a lot, and that's probably where I'm going to leave my opinion about it, is just there. It's a good manga for what it is. It's fun, it's silly, it's sort of you know, I don't know if that's what they were originally going for, a funny sort of silly anime or manga or a more seriously toned manga, but with all of the memes and stuff that I'm seeing about JoJo's on the internet, on YouTube, on Reddit, I think they were more going for the silly sort of aspect of it, especially with the whole road roller thing, which I haven't gotten to yet. I'm sure once I get more into it, I'll appreciate it more. I just gotta give it time. So, that's my opinion on JoJo's. Recommend it? Yeah, I do. If you're into it, want to read a sort of silly, sort of over-the-top manga, I would definitely recommend it for that reason, and that reason probably alone. I'll probably continue. I'll probably finish at least Phantom Blood. I owe it to the series to at least finish out part 1 of the series, and if I want to go from there, I can, you know, but I don't want to feel pressured into reading it. So I'll probably read it at my own pace and my own time, and if I get further into it, I'll probably make another video about JoJo's, and we'll take it from there. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and until then, peace.